Yes, it's me, back from the shackles of my exhausting Tomb Raider 2013 project to finally bring you another look into the wonderful world of custom classic Tomb Raider levels. So far, we've seen a few offerings that take existing concepts, ideas, and themes from existing Tomb Raider properties and reshapes them to fit the idea and concept that level builder has for their own project. Projects like Mists of Avalon, which take elements from the Legend canon and mix it into a classic flavoring to create a whole new adventure, or other projects like War of the Worlds, a project that took several years to make that attempted to cram H.G. Wells into a Tomb Raider-y framework with some interesting results. Sadly, one such project that we covered in an earlier episode, Louvre Galleries, a remake of a section from the Angel of Darkness that looks like it came straight out of the PS2, is no longer moving past the demo status and into full game territory, which is totally understandable considering how much effort and time they would actually take to make the whole thing, but disappointing nonetheless. But that's not to say that DELCA hasn't been a very, very busy boy and letting his talents go to waste, as the mad lad has actually been hard at work on several personal projects, including a full remake of Tomb Raider Legend, which I cannot tell you how much I am actually looking forward to playing someday, and the other one being the topic of today's video, a level set that managed to escape from DELCA's demo dungeon.tm and become a fully grown, fully playable, fully fledged pussy. Cat. This is Kitten Adventure Ultimate Meow, a level set that is the most pussiest puss that ever did puss, and has our intrepid adventurer exploring a zoo, an abandoned mine, and an active volcano for various shiny tokens, trinkets, and other weapons to add to her arsenal. Hello, Uncharted. Oh god, Jesus, bird! Your reason for being on an island inhabited by talking wildlife is the usual Lara goes on vacation and shit goes down type of affair. But it works to give you a reason to run around collecting anything that isn't nailed down and gun down burly shoot dudes in pretty locations. I really dig the vibe of this whole level set. It has this whole bright, sunny, chill, tropical aesthetic to it that's really easy to get absorbed by. The vibrant and saturated color palette does wonders to make each environment feel inviting and intriguing, without it ever becoming distracting or garish like Cake World Rebaked did, making exploring it a breeze and a joy. Later areas, of course, ramp up the visual flair and start to become more threatening looking and experimental, but the game never loses sight of its cheery and welcoming tone. Whether you're scouring through the pits of a lava-filled volcano temple, dodging bullets from a gun turret in a zoo, or swimming through the flooded hallways of a marine life center, it still feels like you're having a fun adventure. Right, making another save. Me and rope swinging have a notoriously bad relationship. Which doesn't seem to be getting any better anytime soon. For fuck's sake. Everything feels very purposeful here, and it's an aesthetic that's an easy one to vibe with and enjoy. Even when down in the dark, dingy mines, dodging rampant and unmanned minecarts and spinning blades of death, or clanking through metallic hallways dodging radioactive-looking green goop, it still gives you this warm and cartoony carefree feeling. Not to mention that there are also a host of colourful characters to talk to, who all have their own quirky personalities and task you with various minigames to complete to win various key items to progress. My favourite has to be legally distinct Tony the Tiger here, who just looks so derpy and hench in all the best ways possible. Or perhaps this cute little handsome puss boy who claims to be the king of all cats. The fact that you can not only talk to NPCs like this in a classic Tomb Raider game is one thing, but also having full-blown dialogue boxes appearing on screen, ripped straight out of Kingdom Hearts with sound effects and all I might add, is the extra spice to this already tasty dish. Shit's great. And every time I come across these guys, I was kind of giddy with excitement and curiosity to find out what manner of minigame or task they'll have me do next. It's cool. The cheeky wink-wink, nudge-nudge writing style of this level set really does wonders to help you keep playing through this absurdist world of talking animals, who all seemingly run their own zoo and are able to make you drive on a race course in clunky jeeps that are way too big for the track that you're driving on, and all just to unlock a new weapon. I love it. It's great. Speaking of dialogue boxes, there are also multiple instances where these can appear mid-game to feed you tutorial information, or even to congratulate you on finishing a level or minigame. This one box in particular that tells you about the poor tokens scattered throughout each level even manages to break Tomb Raider convention by not only appearing during this cutscene, but also as a tangible object in the world, allowing for this really creative camera shot. It's a small touch, but it's a really welcome one, and it really shows just how creative some of these level builders can be when it comes to overcoming their limitations. You also have various fancy camera works in this that sweeps and swoops like the best of them, and the inclusion of the much beloved, much missed, bestest boy of them all, the radial item menu system, which is always a joy to see return. Lara's outfit in this is also this cool combination of her outfit from Shadow at Tomb Raider, but with her signature red circle shades giving it that classic touch. She even gets a bit battered up later on after literally falling into the next level, and the outfit becomes all torn and tattered, and Lara gets visible injuries from her fall, which is a neat little touch. And it taps into that whole Survivor era, let's throw her around and beat the shit out of her because character development vibe. But really, it's the sum of all of these parts that combine together to make this level set a really impressive and creative feat. No doubt the latest... Good lord! The floating paw tokens that you can collect, giving you that 90s collectathon platforming vibe with 125 of them to collect in total, the 3 golden tiger heads hidden in each level in creative ways, the hidden bonus level that you can unlock if you collect all of these things, that is a super adorable Kingdom Hearts reference, the rich color palettes, the detailed texture work, the great use of appropriate music and sound effects, the how the hell is this not a PS2 game aesthetic. Bro, look at them reflections! Damn! And the heavily tongue-in-cheek sense of humor all combine to make this a truly meowgical experience worth playing. Yes, I made that joke. And that just about wraps it up for this episode of TRLEvision. As always, you can find links to this particular level set in the video description below. And be sure to give DELCA some love too, because the boy deserves it. He's done really well, and his Legend D-Make project that's coming out very soon is going to be a very good one to play, so keep an eye out for that too. As always, I try to keep these particular videos spoiler-free because I think it's best to go into all of these level sets completely fresh. But if you want to know my spoiler-ridden thoughts about this particular level set, then be sure to check out my members-only content by becoming a member of the channel. Special thanks as always to all of my super generous Twitch supporters and channel members for their continued support. I couldn't do any of this without you guys, so thank you so much. And as always, if you have any recommendations for level sets for me to try out or even give a look, then be sure to leave a comment below and let me know.